Gun violence and crime in general is just spiraling out of control.
A frantic 911 call for another brazen armed robbery, this time on the outskirts of the French Quarter at the popular Buffa's bar and restaurant that sits on Esplanade Avenue in Burgundy Street. Jared Rogers, who is one of the co-owners of Buffa's, said he rushed over to the bar a little after 9:45 p.m. last night when he was alerted of the robbery.
Less than 5 minutes after it happened, and chairs were propped up against the door, and Arden, our bartender, just said, "We got robbed."
Rogers said video surveillance cameras in the bar show the robbery take place over the course of about 2 minutes. After a few patrons walked in and got settled at the bar, 2 men walked in adjusting their masks and immediately began pointing their weapons. One of the robbers walked toward the rear of the bar where a bartender was helping a customer and forces him behind the counter to open the register and hand over the cash inside. Rogers says the young bartender is still shaken up by the robbery.
He's incredibly shaken up. He's never been robbed at gunpoint before.
As the bartender is forced behind the counter, one patron jumps out of his seat and heads for the door, and another person follows while one of the robbers is seen aiming his weapon at the bartender. A few seconds later, the robber forces the patrons at the bar to put their heads down.
There was a patron at the bar. They put the gun to the back of his head and took his wallet.
Rogers said there were 15 to 20 people in the restaurant side of the bar and workers in the grill area prepping food at the time of the robbery. Police said no one was injured in the incident and had not released any details or description of the suspects at the time of this report, but urged anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. And Rogers says the long list of armed robberies in the French Quarter are slowly deterring patrons from visiting businesses at night.
We're kind of a destination spot, so people just don't even want to come out when they hear that there's an armed gunman in the neighborhood.